G'day guys, welcome to a new episode of Bogan'S Guide to Beer. I'm Sampy.
And I'm Brian.
Brian, this episode we are going to go to the Coonawarra, which is a wine district to try the Appellation apple cider.
Appellation, it makes you think it comes from those mountains, doesn't it? It doesn't, it's Australian.
This is produced by Patrick of Coonawarra. These guys are a winery. We've got a sister show that some of you might not know about called Bogan'S Guide to Wine. We are going to review one of the Patrick Cab Savs in the not too distant future. But right now, let's give their cider a crack.
I know, we're not odd. They recommend that it's enjoyed over ice.
Can we get the whole thing in there?
Yeah, well, I reckon it's Sam.
Yeah.
Right. Now this has, it's brewed with champagne yeast. So I don't know specifically what that does, but it should be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what the difference between champagne yeast and other fermenting yeast is, but let's see if there's any sort of
a little bit more fermentation, fantastic.
Yeah, they might see if there's any toasty notes here that you normally find in champagne maybe. So now looking at the colour, it's a nice straw.
Well, compared to some ciders, it's almost white.
Yeah.
Relatively speaking, it's
very
crystal clear.
The bubbles, it's not overly bubbly. You're meant to get bubbles out of cider, do you think? Or?
Yes, yeah. Well, it's meant to be spritzy. It's meant to be. I mean, I look at this and I think it's a bit flat, but that can be fine.
It's got a nice consistent bead there, which I believe that's the term for the bubbles coming up. So let's have a smell.
Not overly strong on the smell.
No,
Obviously, you can smell apple in it, which it says in the notes on the web.
Yes, it's very light on with the smell, isn't it? It's doesn't come out and grip you, but you just get that. It's almost, I can smell. It almost smells creamy. Can you get that? Or just that?
No.
No, you just
Sorry.
that little taste of little hint of apple and I guess get that feeling it's going to be a bit of a creamy sensation. But anyway, we'll soon find out.
Well, see, that might be the French aspect of it. You know, this is a French influenced cider, therefore it's not going to be in your face. It's going to be gentle.
All right, let's have a go.
Now, I think that's magnificent because one of the problems I find with cider, why I don't drink an enormous amount of it, is it's often too appley, and this isn't.
This is really nice, isn't it? It's,
clean.
Yeah, crisp. And it's fresh. Just wakes the whole palate up quite a bit, doesn't it?
You don't need to be. If you drink cider, you've got to love apples. For this, you don't. You can drink this and say, I don't like apples, but this is grand.
And it's certainly very fruit driven because I think I've had ciders in the past which taste a little bit beery.
Yeah.
There's no sign of beeriness whatsoever, is it? It's purely an apple juice driven.
This is a Sunday afternoon drink before perhaps carrying on to a fine night's dining, and it's only 4.9%. Which, as some ciders go, you get the old scrumpy that you drink at school that's up around 10%. This is brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's but still 4.9 for the lurchies in the world. It's got enough in there to get your smile on, hasn't it?
Yes, yeah, it's got my smile on, and it's crystal clear to drink.
Yeah, it's well done. So well done, Patrick of Coonawarra. Good stuff. I reckon you can send a case this way and we won't knock it back. All right.
Well, we will knock it back.
Yeah. All right. On that note, thanks, Brian.
Thanks, Jason.
Catch you next time.
Great
This has been Bogan'S Guide to Beer. Catch you next time. It doesn't quite fit as a bargain beauty because it's got to really be under $20.
If that was 15, I'll be dead in a week. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's So good on you. How that's responsible. Responsible wine marketing, keeping it a little bit more expensive than $15 to stop people from killing themselves because it's so bloody yummy.